See that?
The left side is one mic, the right side is the other mic.
Whatever the excuse is.
Chop, chop, chop.
Whatever nerd made this made it wrong, Tyler.
Whatever dork made this shit.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to do you solid.
I'm trying to help, okay? All right, today we have with us Alex Niforatos, my good friend and fellow filmmaker.
Can you change the color of my shirt in post? It looks like it changed.
Yes. I wish I could just be closer to him.
Yeah.
So close to him.
So close.
So close. I wish. But today we're going to talk about things, filmmaking, bullies. We're talking about bullies.
Yeah.
There's some bullies out there, man. What's your film? What's your film or comments? There's some bullies in the world. Commenters, man.
Run the clip right now of Birdman saying, "You risk nothing, nothing, nothing."
That's our intro. Run it.
You know what? None of this costs you fucking anything. You risk nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I'm a fucking actor.
Well, here's my list of questions.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't think of anything.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think of anything.
Listen.
What do you think this is?
This is just two, 30-something men podcasting.
30-something man.
Don't even think
That's
about
crazy. I'm a 30-something man.
That's true.
I'm a 30-something.
Well, we're
I
gonna
bought a house, you guys. I haven't moved in, but I'm a 30-something with a house. I have a mortgage. Oh man, that's crazy.
He's living the American dream.
I'm living the sitcom life. The dad in a sitcom. I'm about push out some kids and I'll just become a dork in my own house. And
The
then
dork with a house.
That's
the
complaining
sitcom.
to my
That's
wife
a
about
sitcom
money.
name.
Yeah, house dork, house dweeb.
House.
It's the whole show is just about how my wife and kids are just way more smart than me, and I just lumber in.
Dad. Dad. Now that's the American dream, people.
It is, yeah. Get made fun of by your family
For having a house. Okay, that's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Pull the pin.
Pull the. I have signage that I got. You've heard of Zazzle?
Yeah, I've heard of Zazzle.
They make like custom. They're kind of shitty sometimes. So I had like a little metal thing. They told me it was metal, but it's actually
Not
metal with like it's like laminated with like black.
This isn't metal.
No,
wait, what? What?
They're like, we do a metal plate, and then I got it. And I was like, it's metal, but like laminated, and it gets smudges.
Feels like
Anyway.
a technically metal kind of thing.
Yeah, technically.
That's not what metal sounds like, though, is it?
No, you're about as mad as I am. That's how I. That's what I was like.
I'm sending this right
the house
back.
dork. Yeah,
I'm
the
shipping
house
this
dork.
right back.
I said, not in my house. Someone's gonna make fun of me for this.
Pull the pin.
I got a canvas I made. It's not a big deal. It's nothing. With us today on the podcast that everybody's watching. The reviews are in, knocking it out of the park. 5 out of 5 stars. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, by that one commenter.
I got a real odd comment and a good reply to
Put
his
it up
own
on the screen right here for them to see.
Someone was like big dogging me. I didn't mention my height, I didn't say a thing.
Wait, pull it up.
It was very descriptive, and sir, I don't know who this is, but
No, we need to pull this up.
this has to be a
actually.
joke.
Is it Pull the Pin Podcast? Is that what it's under?
It's just my old channel that I'm capitalizing on the old subscribers I had.
Tyler Hunt.
I don't come up.
Why is that the first thing that comes up? Tyler Hunt.
I probably don't come up. I probably don't.
No, this time.
Hey, I'm a YouTube short. What am I talking about?
What is this podcast for?
Have you guys seen this?
Let me tell you right now.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay,
Wow,
not
what a
for real. Wait, no, we need to pull up
style talking.
We need to. Oh, did it?
It's on the main channel.
Did it get deleted? Did he delete his own comment?
Is that on there?
I think he deleted his comment.
Oh.
No, well, we have I don't have the second one.
Hold on, everyone. Hold on.
He replied to his own comment with more insults and rage.
Yeah, we need to.
Wait, this is not. I'm not letting this go. Do not think I'm not gonna.
Oh, this
not
is
gonna
no.
talk
This
about
is. Look.
You hit 500 views.
Look. It said I hit 500 views.
Did they get sent? They should be sending their plaque for that, right?
Do I get a YouTube?
gold one.
YouTube. Do I get a cool plaque? Because I get a whole. Let me screenshot it. I can view my analytics if I'd like, or I can say not now. not now. I'm good.
Okay, I found it. All right. Trailer Baby OG.
Is it because it's not on mine?
No, I think they deleted their own comment, which is
Okay.
weird. Do elsewhere with your facial hair decisions. Just because someone told you it's full doesn't mean you have to trim it like a landscaper mid-July.
Wait, stop. What does that mean? Wait, okay, before we go to the next one. I have never said anything about my appearance.
Right.
I don't talk about my beard. I don't do anything.
I think I have to give it a 6 out of 10 for its illiteracy score. And then like a 2 out of 10 for effectiveness.
I don't get it because it's like insults couched with almost a compliment.
Presumably it's go elsewhere with your facial hair decisions.
What? This is a real comment. I don't know if whoever wrote this is watching. If you have to know me,
You have to
go elsewhere.
with your facial hair decisions. Just because someone told you it's full doesn't mean you have to trim it like a landscaper.
No one said that to me.
But what is this like? This is it a metaphor or whatever? It doesn't mean you have to trim it like a landscaper mid-July. What a weird.
What?
Like you could have said anything. It's just like
I have the most normal average. Like it's not like I'm like wow. What? It's like it's just a beard.
I don't know.
It's just a
Yours
beard. I don't
is
know.
Pretty good. I mean, if you don't have a full beard, then I don't really know who does.
Well, but
frankly,
but to make it like a point of contention that like I'm a landscape artist.
I like that. Like that was one of your first comments. I think that was good. That's like here's
That's a good. That's someone's.
you know what it is. You know what it is. Here's what it is. And here's a good history fact for you Italian. Here's a good thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm going to tell everybody. So in ancient Rome, whenever a conquering general would return home, they'd have he would be like riding down the street and all the fans would be going crazy. You know where I'm going with this. Be going crazy. And then they'd have a servant, like a lowly servant or slave, sitting on his chariot while everyone was throwing praise at him. And he'd be like, memento mori, and he'd say other stuff in Latin too, but which just means remember you're going to die. Like, in other words, like you're not a big deal. You're going to die like everybody else. Literally, they would do that to try and keep him humble. It did not work. If you know anything about Roman history, it didn't work, but still, they would actually do that. Which is really cool, but that's what I like to think that guy was for you. He was like, this guy thinks he's a big deal. 500 views on his short. I'm gonna come in here and let him know that his beard is laughable and he's a landscaper.
I have 500 views on a YouTube short. Therefore, I am a conquering Roman emperor.
Yeah.
And he feels the need to be like momentum. What was it?
Memento mori. Now that you know, be looking for it on like random dudes' tattoos. Some guys, you'll be at Kawadi, and there'll just be some dude with it tattooed somewhere, and it's gonna be like, dude, you're like an Amazon guy.
It's so odd. I keep forgetting. You got to really talk up on these things, or the audio won't pick up. I'm a videographer for a profession. What was the follow up too?
Yeah, what was it? I can't remember now. Should we screenshotted that?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I did. I deleted all my photos. They're uploaded on my computer. So
wait, what was that picture of me in there
Don't
where I
worry
looked
about
really
it.
hot?
Don't
Wait. Wait a second.
Don't worry about it.
There was a picture of me that I took when I was 20 in there that I saw a glimpse of.
What?
I was so hot back then, you guys.
I don't know what he's talking
about.
I don't know what he's
so
talking about.
hot.
He's talking.
Show the picture on here. I was so hot.
We gotta find. I did find this comment.
Tyler, I was so hot.
I'm not saying. Hey, look.
I was so hot.
Damn, I gotta find this.
Take me
Hold
back.
on.
All I have is the memento mori to my hotness in the picture that you'll show everyone later. Memento mori to that, right?
A photo. I think it was my photos. I have a bunch of really weird photos. Yeah, baby.
Is that both? Oh, yes. Okay. And just know that. And
Wait. So he commented the whole mid-July landscaping beard, and then he replied to himself before anybody said anything and said the following.
And just know this is new paragraph coming from 6'1", 250-pound, fuller beard, better personality, better dressed, and better produced. Nothing to do with my career, more of a habit. Good luck at Payless shoes. What does that mean? What is he saying?
Trailer Baby OG just dude shit on me,
You
man.
just got annihilated.
I did. Look, that comment came from a 6'1", 250 fuller beard, better personality, better dressed, and what does it mean to be
better produced?
What does it mean to be better produced as a person?
Does he have his own podcast that he's referring to? Is
No,
this,
just
is this
as a-
wait, is this whole thing an elaborate like marketing ploy for his own podcast?
Just as a person, he was honestly just produced
Wait,
better.
no. What if that's all the title of his podcast? And just know this is coming from, and then the title of the podcast is 6'1", 250, fuller beard, better personality, better dressed, better produced podcast. So that's why it's a new paragraph. Nothing to do with my career. What is he? This makes no sense.
What I love is this. Is that any human being that like has certain qualities that are so superior to someone else, they don't feel the need to go to a shitty little channel and be like, I'm bigger and I have a better beard and I have a better personality. Like, what are you supposed to say?
And then right there at the, he's like, nothing to do with my career. What is? I can't even like the other one. I could figure out what he was saying with the first part, and then the other one is like, fuller beard, better personality, better dressed, and better produced. And then nothing to do with my career, more of a habit. What is he saying?
And then someone else just said, "Whoa."
Yeah, which is frankly how I feel.
Whoa.
Golly. Like, yeah. Man, you just got nuked from orbit.
I just started. I've already been nuked.
Dude, it was like the
it was nice while it lasted.
Over Earth. Like just freaking done, dude. How did that feel?
It was nice while it lasted. And that comment was memento mori for me. I was writing in my 500 views, my YouTube short, and I got shot down by.
I'm very sad that he deleted it though. That was.
I wonder why.
Now I don't respect him at all. There's no way he's 6'1", 250. If he's deleting his own comments. If you're 6'1", 250, you're not deleting your comments.
Unless you're like, you know,
unless it's 6'1", 250 and it's not. Yeah, it's not muscle.
Well, Chiller Baby, I don't know what to say, man. He got me.
You win.
I will go work it. Good luck at Payless Shoes. Thank you. Is there I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with Payless Shoes?
Yeah, what?
Is there a problem with Payless Shoes?
Trailer Baby OG.
Okay. All right. Little privilege there, I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe check that next time before you come to my comment section.
What the heck? I can't find it. But
do elsewhere.
It was like I opened it up.
Do elsewhere.
Do elsewhere. Do elsewhere.
Do elsewhere.
Do elsewhere. Trailer Baby.
Just because someone told you. It's like, who the hell?
Oh my gosh! Whoever it is, I hope he watches this.
Trailer Baby, come back. Honestly, Trailer Baby, come back. We need another.
Given your stats, giving your personal stats in a comment is like that's next
6'1", 250, fuller beard,
better dressed, better produced. Like giving your own stats is the most desperate.
It's some wild shit to just be like, yo, I'm an animal. No,
I'm a freak of nature.
To reply to your own diss and follow it up with, not only do you suck, but here's all the ways that I'm superior to you. Good luck at Payless.
Running back for Alabama.
And then to finish it and say,
full ride.
What if it actually was? He's actually like a D1 athlete.
Yeah, played with Jalen Hurts. He's like saying all these stats, but they're all completely true.
He's like about the draft.
260 yards.
So the draft the NFL has like a podcast is like popping off. I'm bigger and better. It's like,
and we're just over here like,
look, man,
dude. Okay,
I'm just one man.
Just relax.
We're just two men sitting here.
I get it.
I picture with a visual that I was like to a party. This guy walk up and be like 6'1", 250, fuller beard, better personality. Okay, dude.
It's like he's trying to like hit on your girlfriend at the party. Yeah. Better beard, better produced. I'm better produced. Just gives you pictures of his parents. Better produced. Yeah, better human.
That is such a verbal like assault of characteristics that I don't have anything to say to that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'll take it,
dude.
Memento mori.
Memento mori, dude.
Memento mori.
That's what that is.
I am immortal. I am a mere mortal. You're right.
Anytime anything bad happens to me from now on, I'm just be like, hey, memento mori.
I was gonna say 6'1", 250, fuller beard, better personality, better produced. Like, wow. Gosh. Well, that's how we start this off.
6'1", 250.
That's a big. That's if you just added 50 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're 6'2".
That's
200.
That's 6'2", buddy.
So an inch shorter.
6'1".
50 pounds more.
That 1 inch in height makes all the difference. Trailer Baby. Yeah,
see you, Trailer Baby.
Yeah,
go back to
playing
ball for Alabama.
Yeah. Later, buddy.
Full ride.
Dude. Okay, I gotta say this. This is Alex Niforatos. How would you pronounce it specifically?
You just say Niforatos.
Niforatos,
yeah.
Niforatos?
Well, I mean, that's not the pronunciation, but just Niforatos is fine.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when I hear that, I'm like,
Niforatos.
Well, I think this. I'm like, that doesn't sound like just some generic American name like Smith.
Right.
Sorry, the Smiths out there.
There are last Smiths.
There's a little something to that, little zhuzh to that last name.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm wondering, What is that? What is it? What is Niforatos?
It's Greek. It's
Greek.
Yeah. They
How much? How Greek? How Greek are you, my friend?
50%.
Okay,
Right
that's
on
a
the nose.
sizable amount.
50%.
That's
right
a
on the
very
nose,
sizable. You are real Greek.
It's more pain than it is pleasure. Like, just today, I'm a homeowner. But I was contacting a guy about homeowners insurance, and he was like, oh yeah, what's your name? And I was like, Alex. He's like, what's your last name? And I was like, it's kind of hard, Niforatos. And he was like, okay, I'll just call you Alex.
give up.
Immediately, he was like, "No,
Memento
I'm
mori
not.
on-
I'm not put. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a memento mori for me. Exactly right. The insurance guy memento mori'd me. Thank you.
Done.
That's what I needed.
That's right.
I needed that.
Cut down the size,
Now I'm gonna
jackass.
grind harder, and I'll be 6'1", 250, better beard, better produced.
You'll never be better produced though. You can't change. You can't change that.
Can't
You'll
change
never
the
be better
produced.
produced.
Can't change the produced.
But Greek. A
Greek,
lot
yeah.
of very heavy Greek influence in your family.
Oh yeah. Very heavy Greek influence. I was called Nosferatu all throughout high school,
vampire-
which is
the
actually
vampire.
not terrible. I actually like the Nosferatu. Robert Eggers is making a new Nosferatu movie. Have you seen that?
No.
With Johnny Depp's daughter is like one of the main roles.
Really? Oh, okay.
Comes out in a couple months. I'm only gonna watch
Is she
it.
good?
I've seen her in one thing. She was fine.
Okay.
I wasn't like over the moon, but she's fine. You know?
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. And then but so I have to see that though for my.
I don't want to
namesake.
say anything bad because when I might see her,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or
Yeah,
Johnny,
exactly.
So like, I just want to be like, careful what I say.
Well,
They're really good.
No. What you need to do is
We
you need
run
to
the same
say
circles.
something negative. Hopefully she sees this. This is her memento mori.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
She's right now. She's like,
We're just trying to help.
Right
Just
now,
trying to help.
She's like, oh, I just did. She's like, right now, she's like, oh, I just acted in Robert Eggers' new film. So my career's on the up and up. Oh yeah, I'm good. This is so good. And then she's gonna like just be flipping through YouTube, boop, right on this podcast. Just be like, let's look at what these people are talking about. And they'll be like, oh, Lily Rose Depp sucks. And she's gonna be like, memento mori.
I'm like, I knew it. Yeah. This channel is called The Career Killer. I mean, we already got Trailer Baby to take his comment off, so
Yeah.
that's one career done.
Executed. Memento mori trailer, baby.
Bye. 61250. Get the fuck out of here.
Not interested.
Just a fucking wall.
Not interested.
Notch like. It's just one on the belt there.
Another one bites the dust, dude. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I feel like for some people it's like, the like heritage and things are either arbitrary. Especially as Americans, it's like I don't really care, whatever, blah blah blah. But 50% is a sizable amount. I believe it feels like it's more identity, more of an identity kind of
Yeah. No, anyone like.
For you, I mean, like with being
No,
Greek,
100%. No, like I think it's common in the Mediterranean in general. I think just those, whether you're Italian, Greek, whatever, you have this sort of like pride that comes with that. And I think Greek, especially, all the stuff that we invented, it's just bubbling out of me. The inventions of ancient Greece. No, I mean, but really though, like whether it's the theater or democracy or whatever,
or
like,
what Western civilization is
Western
built
civilization is blooming from my country. No, really, it is.
Plays a Greek like national anthem. No, but I mean that's that's huge.
What is the Greek national anthem actually?
What is the Greek?
No, we're gonna play it. Greek national.
I always think, "Oh Canada," like the back of hymnals. Always have "Oh Canada."
That'd be weird. If
Why?
It was a Canada one.
We're not in Canada. We are not. Is this
Hymn of Liberty, Greek national.
like Russian?
Yeah, it does.
Like Russian guys drinking beer. Vodka.
If you were to like put into AI national anthem, I think that AI would come up with something basically like that.
Okay.
But that's the thing. We're like,
that was the most-
we invented civilization and theater and a million other things and like the greatest sculptures known to man. We have to invent a good national anthem too. No, thank you. You guys can keep that. And no national anthems are great anyways. The communist one, that's probably the best one, but only because it's funny.
Yeah,
because it was such a
well, it's
miserable
because I'm a
time.
communist, 100%. That's all.
Yeah, that's what this is.
All the principles I operate my business is communism.
Pull the pin, comrade.
Pull the pin is about just being a communist.
It's actually just a whole
just for the
communist psyop. Oh yeah, no, but
pull the pin being like imagery for communism. It's like what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta take one for the team.
Exactly.
Just gotta advance the cause.
For
Socialism.
all of us.
Yeah.
Our grenade comrades. Not your
Talk
grenade.
about being a homeowner.
Our grenade
Like,
comrade.
yeah. Our home.
Our home.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a homeowner.
Yeah, you're not a homeowner.
Our home,
That's
comrade.
right. That's right. That's right. You guys thought you knew this. You thought you knew it was about, but
So that's how it is being in the arts too. Whenever you live somewhere else, all your friends who make like movies and stuff, they're like, oh, another location we can shoot at. Our home, comrade.
oh yeah. Oh,
Comrade, can we shoot our movie in our house today?
You invite people over and they're like, man, this is really nice.
Like,
And then
this
they're
is
like,
good, dude. I need to shoot a scene. It's just like a little scene.
okay,
It won't be a big deal. Just like a couple pages. Can we just come next week? Oh yeah, sure, dude. Then like three reshoots later, and then everything's torn apart. All your chairs are missing, and someone steals your coffee grinder. Did I ever tell you that, dude?
No.
My coffee grinder is missing after the Ella Spectro shoot.
for clarification for the millions watching.
Sorry.
We are no. We are filmmaker. Alex Niforatos is a fellow filmmaker.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. You're just giving Trailer Baby more ammunition
Nah,
to use
fuck
against
them all,
us.
man. Fuck the world, man. Pull the pin, baby. He is a.
Please
he's a
don't watch Trailer Baby.
He is a creative. He's a filmmaker. So we'll be talking about acting and filmmaking and a lot of these things because this is what we do for a living. So
Yes.
if you're not, just get with it. Just try and keep up. You know. Yeah. Anyway. As a filmmaker, so Ella Spectro, filming in your house.
Yeah.
Coffee grinder.
You were there. You ran sound. He ran sound for Ella Spectro. Was just like an action short we did in my apartment. And then like after that day, we never found our coffee grinder.
Really?
Of all things, yeah. Well, I know everyone who was in my house that day. There's no one who would steal that. Certainly, it's like I would like to like. I just don't know. I just don't know. But after that, my wife was like, "Hey, babe, where's our coffee grinder?" And
Wait,
I was like,
what?
"Well, it's right there." And then it was like, we've been looking for that for months. And we never bought another one because it just seems like such a random expenditure. I can't justify it in my head. I'm like, we're gonna buy a coffee grinder. We already bought one, and then it's
out of all the things to have like the wiggle fingers about.
Yeah.
You know, like coffee grinder.
Again, I know everyone there. There's no one there
For sure, yeah,
who would
yeah.
steal.
Yeah. I just see it on my counter. It's like, shit. He remembered.
Wait, what's that right there?
I love out of stealing anything, stealing a coffee
Is
grinder.
that a Target coffee grinder? Is that grinder?
Grinder?
What did I say? Like
Grinder?
that? Coffee grinder. Coffee grinder
Is that a coffee grinder over there?
from Target,
I don't know.
circa
what?
2021.
No. Ew, no.
Coffee grinder. It's like a weird rap name, like for some like
it's not even
hipster
cool. Coffee grinder.
Coffee grinder.
Yeah. And then you see some white guy. Yeah, okay. All right, buddy. This guy's
Got earrings.
Trying a little too hard.
Earrings and one of those like flat brim hats. Coffee grinder. Oh, that wasn't funny. Don't take that out.
No, that's gonna be the thumbnail for this video is coffee grinder.
Coffee grinder. Yeah.
That's it. But the Greek aspect of your family was something that was like
Yeah. Well, so my
woven in, like kind of
it
like
was
kinda-
well, so because we were top dogs for a while there, and then we just fell off a cliff. There was a lot. I couldn't even tell you all the reasons why. It just stopped.
Wait,
happening.
what did
I
happen?
think we just got.
What did happen to Greece?
I think we were just like, well,
I don't know anything about
we were
history.
Like, let's just give everyone else a shot. And then like Rome kind of came in. They stole all of our gods,
Mamma mia!
which is cool because we didn't need them anyways. Whatever. They stole all the gods, and then the Ottoman Empire conquered us for a while, and then we broke free from that after like 400 years or something like that. And then, and then World War II happened, and we had a funny little spat with the Italians. Actually, the Italians, the Greeks didn't like have a military, but the Italians like they came and invaded us. But they lost badly, and they were so bad that they had to, they had that Mussolini. He had to hit up Hitler, and Hitler was so mad. Hitler was like, "I did not want to take time on Greece." So then Hitler sent in the Luftwaffe. Luftwaffe did its thing, and then they beat us. But it was like guerrilla warfare. My grandpa fought. My grandpa got shot twice by Nazis, once in the wrist and then once somewhere else. But he took bullets from the Nazis.
What? Really? Yeah. Where? Like we said, it was
in
like
Greece. I actually don't know. He's
he was-
dead now. I never got a chance to talk to him about it.
so he was in Greece defending the country
yeah.
from what?
Yeah. Took
Oh
bullets
my
from Nazis.
gosh.
Yeah, guerrilla fighter. And then
What was the? I'm so stupid with history.
Yeah.
Was Greece just like remaining like neutral or just like?
Yeah, they
was
were
it,
just
like-
sort of there. Greece didn't have enough of a military to really be good guys or bad
Okay.
guys, but we didn't. I mean, we were allied. Like we didn't want, obviously, because we didn't want to get taken over by the Nazis / fascism in general, and so then they fought, but it happened. It was,
Wow, and your grandpa.
yeah, grandpa.
You're not your great, just your grandpa.
Yeah, who's
That matters. That's a very close.
No, it
that's
was. It was,
crazy. Wow, damn.
was his name?
Bob?
Yeah, it was something like that. Bob.
Brian?
My dad's full name is Konstantinos Dionysios Niforatos. So I assume my grandpa's name was more than that.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, Konstantinos Dionysios Niforatos.
okay.
And we call him Dean. Hey.
Okay, I didn't know that. That is I feel like there's certain countries like when you get really back to like. That's one thing. Like with America, it's like the generations. It's like almost impossible to maintain like purity and like the bloodline.
Racial purity.
Not that you're trying to maintain racial purity, but it's
Racial Purity, the podcast.
But I even think about that, like
Pulling the pin on miscegenation.
pulling the racial. You think about like the complexity of like being in a new country, trying to maintain the heritage of where you're from.
Yeah.
After generations, it's like it's impossible. It just fades because like you're in a country that's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's so second, which it's secondary. It's always secondary race and stuff.
We should prioritize that though.
That should be how it is.
One big priority should be maintain purity of the heritage.
As I marry a Filipino.
But I say it because like having a grandfather that's that close to those events is extremely like close connection.
Yeah, I really
Damn.
wish I could have talked to him more. We fell out of contact, and then he died in like 2010, 2011, I want to say. It's been a while now. But I never really spoke to him.
Okay.
He did. So when he was I think when he met my mom, she came in. No, it was my mom was there, but then like it was just like some friends meeting up at my dad's parents' house, and he was like that kind of immigrant, and he would like everyone was sitting around talking whatever. At one point, he like held up a cracker, and he was like talking to like one of my dad's friends. He's like, "I came to this country with nothing but this," and like holding up a cracker, just like berating them with it, and it was like. Just that? That was it? The cracker?
One cracker?
One cracker?
Okay.
And he
But
did.
but
He
that-
did though.
yeah.
He did. Like I mean, less than a cracker.
You know what? It's so funny. It's like I feel like it's like there's so many things where it's like you look at every generation is always like for the older generation, and it's like it's so stereotypical now to be like okay just work harder, but it would be odd if you were like you did really bust your ass and this and that and you saw things where you're like I feel like that sometimes. Like you bust my ass with things and I look at people and I'm like it feels like they just like it comes stuff's hand whatever. So it's like you look at them and it's easy to judge people like that, but I'm like you know what? If I did that, I'd probably feel the same way.
Right?
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, I mean that guy. I mean, like,
I'm not saying like let's
bullets
yeah
overseas, And then he
took 2 bullets overseas.
2 bullets overseas, comes over here, starts a whole life.
He's like, I gotta start a business.
Yeah, I better. I need to start a diner.
Was it a diner?
It was. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
What was it called? It was my dad told me it was was it the Roadrunner Inn or something like that? It was like a. I have to ask him. It was something like that, but he had a whole diner.
That's because Bosco's Diner.
Bosco's Diner. Yeah, right
that's
there.
that's so. The Mediterranean area.
Yeah, man.
Come to America and they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna open a diner.
Dude, if I was super rich, I would own a restaurant, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it was just like, but I don't want to like, because I've worked in restaurants, I've done it. It's like I don't necessarily want to be in there. I would like someone else to do it, but I want it to be mine.
I want a diner and I want it to have
how it is.
500 things on the menu and only 8 of them are good.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like we offer
guessing.
everything.
Yeah.
So you can get the seafood. It's like I think my friends with a diner.
If you were to choose right now? If you were making your diner menu,
Yeah, easy done.
with 200 things on the menu, what's the one thing that you would purposefully have be the worst? That if someone ordered it, they'd be like, ugh, they'd like just die. It would be horrible.
What would
If they're on person, you have to choose.
Oh,
on
like
purpose.
something like filet mignon or steak.
Yeah,
like
just-
we would like lobster tail. We'd offer it. We wouldn't know the hell. Yeah, we would offer it, but it'd just be the worst.
You just take like a lobster tail, like the shell of
Yeah,
it, and you
just
just
like-
jam it with fake crab meat.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, technically it's a lobster.
Why would you order that here? It's on you. There's no refunds. The one item, there's no refunds on that.
Whenever I've told people about a diner, I'm like, there's probably like less than 10 things you should order. It's like sandwich, breakfast number 1, sandwiches for sure, definitely like a good burger, and then just like I know just like some like whatever Italian American food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a chicken parm or a fettuccine alfredo.
Yeah.
The plate comes out, it's like this big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that kind of shit. But but yeah, you don't want to order mollusks or lobster tail from
exactly,
a shrimp from a diner.
No, yeah.
Steak.
It's not what you're there for.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But he opened a diner.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What was it called?
I think it was the Roadrunner Inn. I think it was. Wow.
The Roadrunner Inn. Okay.
I need to ask my dad. I need to ask him again.
They just latch onto some random American thing.
Yeah.
Like, what's that little show?
Yeah, what's that show with the thingies really fast? That can't get caught by the coyote.
I
Where's
got kids
that?
like that.
Let's
do that.
why not? You know, why not just do it that?
Yeah, sure, whatever. That's crazy.
Exactly, dude. No, it was.
I forgot about that with
guy.
the diner thing.
Yeah,
it's
man.
interesting. It's like a Mediterranean idea.
Hospitality, baby. Hospitality.
Yeah.
Dude, that Greek, like these diners that are like Greek, it's like they have all the American food on like the first 2 pages, and there's like a third that has like a few Greek things, but not like they're like, oh, here's a gyros. There you go, you know, and that's because they know that that's like the one thing Americans like recognize from Greece is gyros.
It's so interesting. Okay, this is like, I mean, this is the whole subject.
Yeah.
But it is so interesting because I know with my family, there's so many things that I'm very curious about and I want to ask.
Yeah.
But like, you know, my great grandpa, not my grandpa, wasn't that close. But they spent a lot of time when they came to America, like burying the fact that they were different.
Yeah.
It was like assimilate.
Yeah.
Don't spread the culture. Don't this, don't that. You know, just be like everybody else. And that was like what it was like. And now it's like the complete opposite. People get like their ancestry or whatever. Like, fuck, I'm what? I'm how white am I? I'm that white. It's like they'll do any, people are like begging to do, well, really doing anything, like have some kind of like foreign aspect. It feels like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's interesting how like the mentality back then. I think about my, you know, like I've talked about Frank, but it's like just wanting. Frank was my great-grandfather,
Grandfather,
who was a first-generation Italian, but they was just very much assimilate.
Yeah.
And that was the mindset, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like cultural pride wasn't necessarily.
It wasn't like that important, but like they came here
what I'm saying?
to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like
They wouldn't be,
that's what it was. They just wanted to work, right? And then just build something for themselves. And that's all that they saw America as, and it was that, you know, and we'd like to believe that it still is, at least in some capacity. But like that's what they came here for. That was the reason, you know? And then now, I mean like even Kim, my wife, her dad, very Filipino. Awesome. And he like straight up told me, he's like, yeah, we came to America to work and build a life. And he like built the exact life that he wanted. I respect that guy a lot because he came here, you know, completely Filipino, served in the Air Force 20 years, and then like put 3 kids through college, has a house. Like he's like he did his dream, you know, and it's like so sick. But I don't know. It's like seems like some part of that got lost in translation for us. In the housing costs. Well, whatever, you know.
No, I think
still believe.
Yeah, I think like you know, I joke about the Italian thing. I'm like 11% genetically, but like it's cool the heritage.
Oh yeah.
Of like people that have like really that came and were like, I just want to like make a name for myself.
Yeah.
And da 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 da. And it kind of speaks to I mean whatever, I know kind of like get into it, but like how privileged we become.
Oh yeah.
That it's almost like instead of thinking about like how do I create value, how do I work hard, how do I build a life for like my family, it's like who am I? What do I think? What, you know, and it becomes this very like me.
Yeah.
And it's like, whereas for them it was like, I want a better life for my family, which means that, you know, they were all like, you know, at least Frank wasn't like, you know, hey, a wop's here, you know, what do you want from me? Like, it's like, that wasn't, and it's not about just like, you know, the nail that sticks out, gets hammered down.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I want to make a better life.
Yeah.
You know, but like, it's almost like we have so much time sometimes we just kind of get our head up our ass about like, you know, stuff that's just like different priorities for different generations.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, it's just totally different. You know, you come here, take a lot of risk leaving your home country, come here after, you know, taking 2 bullets overseas.
Crazy, man.
Like, you know, and then it's you build something for yourself.
Ship.
And
like,
then,
even little stuff like that. Like, you came by shit. It's not like we just like flew a plane. It's like, you're coming over, it's like,
it's like, you know, and then you just show up here and then you just start a life, you know, and it just feels like.
And probably looked down upon by, you know, Americans. And
all the time. Yeah, of course. So it's just, it's incredible. You wonder if like It's like, gosh, could I do that? If I were to I don't even know what the reverse of that would look like. Where would I be going? Could I go to Greece, for example, and just start over? The answer is probably distinctly no, or at least it feels like that. I mean, obviously you wouldn't go to Greece to start over right now. We're sort of in an economic conundrum at the moment. But still, it's like, could I do that? I don't think so. Props to my grandpa, Papuli.
Well, it's something to be proud of. I just think it's so cool.
Oh,
yeah. Like having that in your hair. Like I think at least having something in your family history that you're like, this is like something that's like cool.
Yeah.
It's like not like worth like hanging your entire existence on, but it's like I think like respecting.
Yeah.
Where you came from.
Yeah.
To a healthy degry is like, I'm not getting too crazy, but it's like, like respecting it.
Well, like, again, like, there's a Hollywood movie in there somewhere, like, it's like, oh yeah, the guy takes 2 bullets overseas, comes over here, starts a life for himself, builds a family that's going to this day, that's a pretty positive movie arc, so it's like knowing that that's there. That's in you, that means something. You can only that doesn't go away. So it's awesome, man. It's good to know that part of you is there. Know that that's literally blood running through my veins. It's a cool feeling. So. And
this is not like white people are going to talk about how cool our culture is. Time. It's not what it's about. It's more so it's really about like your family, and it's like it's like it's cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like to think that like the heritage of your family is born from that kind of tenacity.
Yeah, exactly.
I think some qualities are just inherent, man.
Yeah, well, it's true for. I mean, most people are gonna have that in there. The immigrants that came into this country were risk takers. All of them. Like, stretching back to this country's foundation, there was a risk to come here. Yeah. People did it because they saw an opportunity, and it was scary. Right? They were bringing their family over a crazy ship journey that you might not even survive. You could die out there, but you just do it because you're like, no, I think there's an opportunity there, and then you just take that on. That's crazy, That's crazy. So yeah, good for them. And that's blood running through our veins. There's like the genetic aspect of being a risk taker, and like that DNA is in you. So.
I think so. Yeah. Personality traits are just as much inherent as physical traits.
Yep.
If I moved to another country, though, I don't think I could because I take so many medications.
Your grandpa pulled the pin.
Great grandpa.
My grandpa.
My grandpa, my actual grandpa, was not a great guy. Not a very good guy. He was an arsonist and a weirdo.
He pulled the pin too.
Pin on many things.
Dude, there's a lot of ways to pull the pin. I don't think we should limit ourselves here.
Remember I tell you about Don Bragg, the pole vaulter guy?
Oh yeah, that guy's great.
His brother was my grandpa.
Oh okay.
Yeah, and he was like he was an athlete too.
Oh yeah,
but he was like not a like guy. So he's
an arsonist.
He went to jail for being
That's so great, dude. Have you seen that trend on like I think it was on TikTok, where they're like talking about words that if they didn't mean what they meant, they'd make good names. I decided that arson was a really good one. I was like, arson would be a sick name.
My name is Arson.
But like in reality, it's just a felony, Which that was another one, felony. Like some girls like, oh, if felony didn't mean felony, you could name your daughter Felony or something.
Yeah.
Like, I see that.
Felony is it's like felony. And you're like, wait, felony. What was that? Yeah. Random thoughts that shot through my head. I was gonna say, sorry, but I keep forgetting too. These things like the pickup pattern, like right here is like really close.
I keep trying to stay on.
No, I know. I keep forgetting. But filmmaking.
Yeah.
Filmmaking.
Oh yeah.
You're a filmmaker.
Technically.
Technically? No, wait.
Hold on. I have proof. I actually just yesterday. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go.
Let's say I have proof. Yesterday, I just got rejected from a film festival. That's how you know I'm a filmmaker. You're not a filmmaker unless you're getting rejected from film festivals.
Okay, this is actually
my magnum opus.
Yes.
My Sistine Chapel Optum rejected from the. Hold on, let's pull it up here.
They don't know shit.
They don't know anything.
They don't know me, my talent. Don't you know the podcasts I'm on?
I need to find this.
This is the premier podcast on the commentary of society today, people. Let's try and keep up with things. I know we're moving pretty quick here, but...
What the heck is this? No, this is not my trash. Where's my trash?
Where's my trash?
I threw out the email because that made me feel bad.
I was like, get rejected by a girl and like just deleting it.
Memento mori.
Memento mori. Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
Someone tell us how we're doing on our Latin pronunciations, by the way.
Yeah, I love. If we get history wrong or this and that, I don't give a shit. I don't hear your comments about it. I'm deleting them right away.
Exactly. Yeah, they're getting deleted.
All 2 people that are gonna comment. Someday, some dig this back up. I'll get on SNL like Shane Gillis.
Exactly.
No, I'm good.
That's not
I'd
the
rather
one. I
not.
definitely did not. Where is
SNL's
it?
so funny.
It's my favorite. It
It's
hasn't
the
gone downhill
funniest
at all.
show.
It's crazy. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Dear Alex, thank you for submitting your project to the Indie Suspense Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we are not able to include it in our program this year. Ah, it hurts right here.
After that, it's like, okay, all right.
Yeah. As soon as they say thank you, you're like, oh, yeah, it's over.
I love.
They're thanking me.
There's a better, because I've had to write copy before for clients. I have to write copy all the time for clients for like messaging and marketing stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't like sentences that start with unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like there's better ways to transition like positive to negative than being like unfortunately.
Yeah.
Horrible information.
They weren't thinking about my feelings at all when they were writing that down.
I wish they weren't thinking about my feelings. I feel like I wish with bad news people like this that the header of the email was you didn't get in.
Yeah.
Like, that's enough.
Didn't make it,
Those-
and then nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody.
You didn't get in.
Sorry, bud.
You're not in the film festival. I'm like, okay, fair. Just leave me
No
alone.
dice. You'll get them next time.
Okay. So I have to say this. So, the word filmmaker. People say movies, films, and I feel like there's like even jokes sometimes where film, like using the word films means more pretentious. I forget about when I'm outside of like film circles. How like the verbiage around movies and things is like different,
Yeah.
So like for people that like just kind of casually watch movies, they probably have a lot of conceptions, ideas, whatever about like okay, what is like a filmmaker or like a director or whatever. But I feel like personally, this is me, I don't know, that like the term like the title filmmaker is like a special. It's like a special title. It's like a rite of passage.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's like, and God, man, thankfully nobody listens to this podcast, but but it's like, to me, making videos, that does not make you a filmmaker. It doesn't. Like, it doesn't make you a filmmaker. Making a video is not the same as making a film.
Yeah.
They're different. And I think it's not about like this like elitist mentality, but like I do think that being able to authentically say I'm a filmmaker is special in some way. Not in a sense of pride, but like in a distinction in terms of like career, ability, whatever it is. You're definitely a filmmaker. So I'm curious, if you say for you, like I'm a filmmaker, like what does that mean to you?
Woo! It means that you care a lot. It just means It means you have an understanding of the medium, right? So and that's a lot of things. You have to have. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You have an understanding of the medium, which means a lot of things. So to understand filmmaking as opposed to painting or whatever else, there's just such a technological aspect, right? And filmmakers who don't understand the technological side of filmmaking don't do well, and they don't make good stuff. I've noticed, and you have to. It takes them
at a local level, especially
at a local. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't really see it that much at a professional level that people don't understand the technical level and make it there. So it's almost always at a local level, but people will overlook that aspect and take it for granted. I think. When you go to a movie, when you leave, you're thinking very much about how it made you feel, and you don't really think a lot about how it got you there, even though 100 things had to go right to get you to feel something about that movie. And it's all locked away in these mediums, right? The guy getting sound, the guy mixing the sound, the guy doing the Foley for the sound, the actor, the casting process that got that actor, the actor's performance, the camera, the lens, the focal length, all this stuff, the depth of field, it's so integral, it's so tied together in filmmaking, and you cannot divorce any one of these aspects and have a good film. Arguably, I mean, it's one of our many viewers is going to look at this and be like, "Oh, we'll explain the silent film era," which is fair, but we're not in the silent film era.
Like film on tours. I know this is the premier channel for cinema.
Yeah, a lot of them show up here. Yeah, Christopher Nolan's commenting right now.
You're 6'1", 250, and you're better produced than me.
And you've made a film, a better produced film.
If he would have said that, I'm like, damn.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Good.
It's just Christopher Nolan. That's Trailer Baby OG.
So good.
Or was it? Yeah, no, but you can't divorce, and certainly but in modern filmmaking, you can't divorce in any of those technological aspects. Audiences are so even the ones that don't know they're well versed, they've seen movies and they have an expectation of what a movie should look like, and they don't care if you're an indie filmmaker or not. They don't care how much money you had comparatively. They don't care how much talent you had comparatively. They don't care what kind of editing software you did or didn't have. They're going to turn on your movie expecting a movie, and they only have one other. They've watched a lot of movies in their lives. All of them were professionally made at the highest level, more than likely, and so they're going to be sitting there like, well, this isn't that. This isn't Avengers Endgame. This isn't Shawshank Redemption, and it's like the truth is it doesn't matter. Like you have to just show up and you have to execute. So I'm meandering.
No, you're not. No, you're not meandering, because that actually hits on something really interesting that I think that most people don't fully understand about filmmaking. Is why do you think this is that? Like, if I know that if I like, let's just say there was a group of people, nobody does anything in the arts, and someone like draws portraits of people, and they draw them very, 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 very realistically. Yeah, I feel like if someone, I'm not comparing the arts. This is nothing to do with that. It's just a commentary more specifically on film. It's like, if they were to draw someone in the group very realistically, people would be like, "Oh my God, this is so good!" Da 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 da, all this stuff, right? Yeah. And yet they don't say, but it's not really like Van Gogh.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not really like Monet. There's not like that immediate like comparison to the greatest of all time.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
But with film, like right away, it's just like, it's not like there's no forgiveness. Like, oh, you made a local film. It's like, oh yeah, I did a movie. Then they say to their friends, like,
because they know. And the thing is,
the comparison to the greatest immediately is
100%. And giving yourself that out, being like, oh well, I didn't have this available to me, that's why it's like this, but it's still a good film. It probably isn't. Like, if you know the flaw in it before you even show it to people, the truth is they're all going to see it too. Whatever you are going into your screening or film festival hoping people aren't going to notice, they are going to notice in some small way, right? And I don't mean that like on a technical aspect. I mean like, what is the glaring deficiency in your film? And it sucks. And this makes it seem like filmmaking is like a really high bar thing to get into, and it is. It's just it just takes a lot of work, and you have to suck for a while. You have to suck, and I sucked, and I still suck. I really do, but like I'm way better than when I started. Like I really am. And that's the important thing, right? And then you learn these people around you who have mastered the different disciplines of it, and that's the.
You're going to the younger filmmakers like the Oyster, like your great grandma, like, I can't start filmmaking with this,
nothing but this, and holding up like a camcorder.
I started with this camera, like, Grandpa, shut up.
No, really though, it was like when I first started making movies, they were in my basement at home.
That's true.
With my brother, and like we were on this camcorder with like the flip out side thing, and you would have like this little thing that you'd pull to zoom in and zoom out. It was. I had so much fun with that as a kid. I loved it. And yeah, literally, it's like, I started filmmaking with nothing but this.
You get them iPhones today.
$200 Walmart camcorder. But it's like, none of this should discourage anyone from filmmaking. If you want to try it, you should, but you need to have realistic expectations.
It's so fun. You should totally try it.
It's not expensive.
You should totally. No.
It won't bankrupt you.
No, filmmaking is great.
No, but it's like, what else? You're right though. There's like most other art forms, people will take it for what it is. I mean, like I think to an extent, everyone will be like, oh well, they'll relate it to other pictures that they've seen. But I don't. But you're right though. Like if someone shows you a painting that they make, like if one of your friends shows you a painting, you're not immediately like, well, does this look like Van Gogh? But like the thing is, when you show your like people don't understand this. When you sit down with your parents or family members and you throw you're like, hey guys, look at this film I made, and they're like, okay, sure, and you throw it up there, and they're just like, they just kind of tune out because you're not doing this stuff. That no one's flying, no one's blowing something up, you can't do it, and it's like. It's boring, right? That's why the indie trope, and here's like my film Leaving Town that Tyler acted in that you can actually find on YouTube. Tyler, link it in the description. Merch. Below. Film below. Yeah, that film was below. One guy. So I did, and don't do this. This is I didn't learn this from this, but I have decided that only recently that I'm not going to do this anymore. But I submitted it to Short of the Week, knowing that it wouldn't get in, but I submitted Short of the Week, and then I like wanted the feedback, so I wanted to see what like somebody would say about it, So this guy came, he totally tore it apart. I don't remember his name. I remember looking at him and be like, oh, this guy, oh, he got me. Anyway, but it was mostly valid, mostly. A lot of it I was like, I'm not sure about that, bud. But it was kind of weird.
I need to know this.
Yeah, did I not tell you about this? I wish I still had it. It's years old. Maybe
He's
I
like
do.
the guy with the red shirt is a fucking idiot.
I think I did save it. Maybe I could show it to you. But
did he say something about like me not being like 250?
No, they were.
I wasn't 250 and well produced.
Exactly. You weren't 250.
I wasn't 250 and well produced.
Your beard looked like a landscaper mid-July.
I look like a landscaper mid-July and I wasn't well produced.
You sucker.
Damn.
Where's my?
I didn't know that was the standard. See, guys, something is hard, man.
Now you do. That is what it is, though. That is the
I am
standard.
6'1",
Pretend that you're 5'9", 135 pounds, and everyone in Hollywood making a video is Trailer Baby OG, who is 6'1", 250. And they know that they're better produced than you. And the worst part is,
deleted it.
You also know that they're better produced than you. They're right. You can't even argue.
Dude, for someone who's trolling to delete their comment when someone says "whoa,"
yeah, I know. Like, whoa. You wonder if he just looked at it and had a moment of clarity.
He just was like, "What the?"
He's like, "Why did I do this?
Whoa.
This doesn't represent me."
What is this the?
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Guess what, guys? You always have to
record.
Wait. How do I pause? Why did they do this? How do you pause this? Yeah. So this dude just took a dump on it. He took
Why? Like how?
dump.
Like in what regard?
I could read this whole thing right here, but
You're good. You're fine.
Yeah. I'll just skip it.
6'1".
The film feels a bit rough around the edges on a technical level. I actually don't think it did. We shot that. If you watch it, you'll see. But we shot that in like 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ian Brander, the legend.
Shout out
Ian Brander. Put his picture right here. Love you, Ian Brander. You better be watching this if you have any mind to support.
If you hope to have any future in this industry.
He took sound and did an amazing job taking sound, considering we were in those insane winds. And yeah, I get it. But he's like, okay, on a technical level, the film feels a bit rough around the edges. Granted, I fully recognize this was made with no budget and limited resources, but I just found the visuals sort of basic and lacking a spark. And I think shooting a two-hander in a car, somewhat of an indie film trope in parentheses, is a limiting setting that is hard to break free from. The drone stuff isn't super well integrated and doesn't match the other shots.
Oh my, fuck this guy.
Dude, I have one drone shot. There's one drone shot at the beginning.
Oh my god.
And it's not even super
this
drony.
Is some fat ass just sitting back and like, well, here's what I think about movies, even though I've never done them in my life.
He dumped on it. What's the first part?
Oh man. It's they say if you can't do, teach. A lot of times if you can't do, be a critic. It's like Birdman. I was like, what does it take to be a critic anyway?
Yeah, I think that this guy is. I don't know. I think that he doesn't actually know what he wants.
Those are
the funny thing. Like
they're points, but not real. Actually, real points.
Actually, I'm really glad that I'm reading this. I haven't read this in 3 or 4 years, and like reading it back now, it's like way different. And here's the thing: he correctly says he's like, okay, two guys in a car is an indie trope, which he's right, it is, and I get that. But the point, relating back to what I was saying earlier, when you have no budget and you're like, what can I execute well? Okay, well here's this, and it's like you're very limited by that. There's just no way around it. So it's like, okay, well, I do that. So he's right. It is a limiting indie trope. I totally agree with him. And I also agree that this isn't me defending my film and saying it's perfect, but I am happy with it. I think that I did. A lot of people like that one, and I don't. Whenever I watch it back, because like people will screen it again every now and then, and I'm like, I'm proud of this one. It's not bad. It is, but it's definitely not ambitious, and that is what I will definitely meet him on. This was not like a ambitious thing. But the thing about guys like that is, if I had done something ambitious on no budget, I wouldn't have been able to execute it properly. And I knew that. So that's why I didn't do something super ambitious. You would have executed on a really poor, low level, and it would have sucked. And then I would have sent it over here, gotten something, and his response would have been the other side of the coin. He would have been like, yeah, you didn't hit it. You're too ambitious. You should have scaled it back. And it's like, well, okay, you're right. But that's the thing, is you can't really win as the indie filmmaker.
No.
And there's a lot of reasons not to try, but you still should.
I do want to. No, I was gonna say this. I think that this is my opinion. Anytime someone points out obvious feedback, it's not good feedback.
Sure.
It's like if something was a problem and you have a competent filmmaker, they know it was a problem.
Yeah.
So they don't need someone to point out like, hey, the the highlights were blown out, or this was a. It's like, give me something. Give me some like meat. To something. And so I just feel like sometimes feedback was like, oh, this and that. It's like, all that is like, yes, that's what happens. You don't have a budget. So what's like the actual feedback?
Yeah,
like,
but
the real shit.
And then again, the important lesson again from
What's his name?
I can find.
What's his address? What's his phone number?
He signed off.
What's his email?
Let's see.
Does he have an Instagram?
He's just watching.
He's watching. Aren't you watching right now? You talking about leaving town?
He's just trailer.
Beat your ass. I'm not 6'1", I'm 6'2". You understand me? I'm not 250, but I'm 6'2". I think. Huh.
Yeah.
Better watch out, people. So I'll say this.
I want to say his name was Ivan. I don't know. I'm 90% sure it was Ivan. I remember it being like
ominous.
Ivan. Strange. Yeah. Yvonne, maybe it was, but I say Ivan.
Was it
Scandinavian stuff? Yeah, felony.
Felony.
Arson.
Arson. the film critic.
Yeah, but it's like there's. You don't win, right? You just can't win in indie filmmaking unless you do something that you know you can execute. But then even when you do, I just touched your knee. Yeah, but even when you do something that you know you can execute, you have some guy who's like, it's not Avengers. Nothing blew up. There was no fight scene,
Well, that's
what he's saying.
Yeah, well, that's like the perpetual like rub is that like as an art form with film, it requires money, it requires resources, it requires people, it requires like so much to even just like do the art form.
Yeah,
they're like you can't sing you can't sing all these shitty songs, get them out of your system, and
Well, this dude, he's like, oh, I think that they should. I recommend that indie filmmakers focus on more specific stories, and it's like, dog, what? Like that's. I'm not going to just recreate a moment from my life and then be like, here it is, because that's actually kind of boring. And it's also like, wait. Here's the thing.
Why does he recommend it?
I don't know.
Whose career has he like spurred
I have no idea,
on?
but if you watch that movie that I made, Leaving Town, and if you could say that was not made personally, that's not a personal story, then you're insane, because I can tell you factually that was one of the more personal things I've ever made, and it was like I remember the moment, like when Matt put Matt's face right here in a picture. When Matt his final monologue where he's facing the camera, that shot where I have you over one shoulder and then the car over the other shoulder. Put it right here. I'm just kidding. I keep telling him to do stuff in the edit, and he's probably getting really annoyed with me.
All right, I'll tell my editor to do it. He can take care of it.
Yeah, he'll take care of that. Yeah, what should we name your editor?
He or she. They can do it.
We don't know yet.
I'm not sure.
What should we name him? It can't be Jamie. That's the one name that's off the market.
That's Jamie the market. Felony.
All right, Felony. Make sure that you please put all those images in.
Felony, you can put those images. Thank you, Felony.
But that monologue that Matt says, that monologue that Matt says with you over one shoulder and then the car over the other shoulder, he says it basically looking like right over the camera. I remember where I was at my job that I had at the time when I was like, ooh, I want to put that in. And the truth is, it's very angsty. That whole monologue's very angsty. When I look back on it, I'm like, it's a little teenage. I think I was like 20. I was young. I just graduated college. I was like 20, or no, I would have been younger than that. 22, something like that at the time.
Really? When you wrote it?
Right? When did we make Leaving Town?
I've been here 9 years.
How many of those years in were you when we made Leaving Town?
Well, I'm pretty sure I was in my old house, right? Like I owned it.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
It took me, I owned that for like 5 years.
Okay. I don't know.
So
whenever
5 years. So 4 plus 5 minus 2
the YouTube,
times 7 equals 14.
Yes, and the YouTube post date is not accurate to when it was completed. But
YouTube.
But like it was so personal to me. Like I was working an 8 to 5 really, and I was like going downtown, commuting every single day, and I was in the elevator on the way to the 9th floor to get to clock in. And I was like, this is what I have to say. And again, it's a little angsty. I know that. But it's like, it was so personal to have Ivan be like, but what did you do to break down the aesthetic distance? What film techniques were you using? This isn't very Italian New Wave. What about French No.
Fresh
French,
Nuts.
Is it French New Wave?
We'll go Fresh Nuts.
French New Wave. What Italian neorealism?
Well,
There's some film terms for you.
The reality is nobody thinks about fresh nuts, French nuts.
French.
No
nuts.
one thinks of that, guys.
No one thinks about French nuts.
I think the thing is
that's what's missing from film today. You want to know why? French nuts.
If you would have a French nut, you would really enjoy the film. Trust me.
A little bit of French nuts.
Yeah.
French nuts.
I'm not a big fan for the French, but that's just me personally.
Parlez-vous français?
But I feel like I just licked the mic. Good thing it's mine. Good thing I own this.
Yeah, it's yours.
I feel like as independent filmmaker, I feel like with people that don't make films, I always use the analogy of a pothole and saying that like it's really easy to point out there's a pothole in the road.
Yeah.
But it's not really easy to articulate how to fix it. Yeah. And it's like, hey, there's a hole in the street. And it's like, yeah, we all know, dumbass. Like, of course, yeah, we get it. Like, but like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, that's the real creativity. And so when someone's like, this is something that I saw, it's like, yeah, we knew it was windy, you idiot. I knew I was limited on, shot selection or whatever it is. It's like, yes, it's such a indie car, trope. It's like, well, it's the best I got right now. So, so I don't know. That kind of feedback to me like doesn't resonate sometimes because it's like, okay,
well,
all right.
It's all worthless.
I'll kill him.
Kill him. Do
just
it.
saying his number. Just tell me. As a man who is 6'2",
take his life.
I'm gonna step up and be like, whisper, be like 6'2", 200,
260
better produced,
fuller beard.
Fuller beard. It's the guy. Better produced. He's like, ah! Got him.
Just lurking for him in an alley. Better produced, Batman. It's like he just walks out and he's like looking around. He just hears something moving around in the shadows. He's better produced, just lifts up into the air.
I hope so bad that he's technically 6'1", 250.
Yeah.
Because on paper, that sounds like a badass motherfucker, man. Just a linebacker or something. But you meet him like 6'1", 250, and you're like, oh. Give him a little tummy punch.
Kind, yeah. Touches tummy, does like the Pillsbury Doughs boy.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're 6'1", okay.
Whatever it is.
What was your name again? OG Trailer Baby. Bah!
Yeah.
That's me being angry, guys.
Exactly, yeah. I bet he was the one. I bet he's Ivan. He's probably the guy who rejected it.
Trailer Baby.
I'll teach you!
Trailer Baby strikes again. Well, let me tell you this, ladies.
Memento Mori. Yeah.
Memento Mori.
That's all he was doing. That's all that guy was doing. Memento Moriing me.
He's trying, but, he can't stop this empire.
He succeeded.
We're going to wrap this episode up. I actually have, in this next episode, this quick one we're going to make. Well, Alex is still here because I don't know if he care if he's working in the morning. It doesn't matter to me. It means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything.
His life means nothing to me.
Me either.
So we're gonna wrap this one up here, but this next one I want to find out some pictures, I think, about Alex I want to look at.
This should be good.
Some pictures from
now I get it. Now I see.
Past.
I teased this episode.
Hey, look, guys. What we're really trying to say is this: get yoked if you're not 250. If you're below 6'1", sorry.
If you don't have a good beard, also sorry.
Fuller. If you don't have fuller beard, tough luck. But if you're well produced, the world is pretty much your oyster. So not much you do beyond that. So that's this episode.
Better produced podcast.
Better produced podcast.
Coming at you next.
Coming at you fast, guys. This is Tyler Hunt and Alex. This is. Oh, my head blew up.
Why did you eat the?
Sometimes you gotta eat the grenade, man. That's part of the. I know. It's part of
I ate the grenade when I sent that guy my.
Man, forget that guy. We're on to bigger and better things.
Oh my gosh, this outro's taking forever. Wrap it up.
No, don't tell me to wrap it up. Don't tell me, guys. Don't. I'm gonna do the anti-podcast. I don't even care if you like and subscribe.
It
doesn't matter to me. So screw you guys.
Oh man.
Right, we're out. We're this next one because I gotta show this guy some pictures from his past, and I really actually am very excited about this so much. I actually am so excited about this right now.
Oh no.
All right, bye.